Hello, guys. Let me know if I am live in the right group in the Collagen Matrix. So I hope I am. And I'm just going to wait for you guys to pop on. I have a presentation I'm going to open up here. And let's see. Just a second, guys. Hoping this is in the right group. Okay, good. I see that we're in here. So I'm on a Zoom because I want to show you guys a PowerPoint presentation because I'm a visual person and this is part of my pharmaceutical story. So that is why you will find me using visuals as much as possible. So let me just start with my story a little bit and then I'll pull up this PowerPoint. But I met David Simney and Angela Simney, gosh, it's been over 4 years. And I had actually been in direct sales prior, had done some fitness, wellness coaching. That was my passion. And I had actually been using collagen. I had heard of the powdered collagen and all the health benefits, and some of my friends were talking about it. And so I was using it. And then when I met Angela and heard about this liquid collagen, I was a little bit skeptical. You know, I was paying only like $15 to $30 for my collagen, and I thought the price was really expensive. And I was like, how could it be worth that much more? Honestly, guys, have you ever felt like that, or have you ever heard that? You know, you got to understand the perspective of a customer who might be skeptical. So I was that one. I was that person. And I even went so far to Google it, you know, and look up the brand. And I bought the pills. And I was like, this has got to be the same. You know, maybe I could just use a little bit more to get the same result. So I ended up finding that compliance was an issue. I just wasn't taking it enough. The powdered was disgusting. The pills, I would forget to take them. And so at one point we did some kind of trade and I finally started trying the liquid. And then I started doing some research on my own and really was impressed by what I found in terms of the clinical studies. And so I started being more intrigued by it. Just hearing that a lot of health care professionals were promoting this brand and they weren't doing it for money. You know, they weren't doing it. They didn't primarily sell this product to make extra money. They were selling it because they really believed in it. And I remember my first time I got to go to the corporate headquarters and meet Asma, and I got to go to their little Christmas party, which you'd be so surprised, guys. It was such a little small gathering, and I met Dr. Lisa DeRosimo, and she is the president of the American Board of Obesity Medicine. And I met, oh my gosh, why am I blanking right now? I met basically all the doctors, and I was just so impressed to hear their stories and how they came into the brand. And I'll just tell you, like, all of them are very personal stories. So that made me even more interested in it. And so if you guys have questions also, please comment. I know I can not really see your comments here. I think I can see them if I'm on, if I go into this group here on the Facebook group. But just go ahead and put your comments in here. I'll look at those at the end. So, you know, I actually started using the collagen for myself for vanity reasons. I didn't have any joint problems at all. I actually had really bad under eye bags, and they were so severe. I started finally getting some fillers for them, and I looked tired all the time. I tried all these kinds of eye creams and nothing helped me. So I finally got fillers, and I was very scared to get fillers because I've heard that you can go blind. Like, they're shooting blind. There's a ton of little vessels all underneath your eyes. And I have one eye that I'm legally blind in. So my right eye is critical. If something happened in my right eye, then I'm like basically blind. So it was scary to me, but I seriously was that desperate. So I got them done. I got some under eye fillers. And it was around January of, I think it was 2016, I believe, or 17. Forget the years go together. I think it was 2016. And then I tried the Biocell in August 2016. That's right. So what happened was they actually called me at the nurse's office, the aesthetic Botox office, and they were like, hey, you're due for your under eye fillers again. And I was like, you know what? I'm not going to do it because I really want to see if this liquid collagen will work for me. So, you know, technically over the next 3 months, those under eye bags should have gotten worse, right? But actually they improved and it didn't get the fillers. And I was so amazed by that. And not only that, but it also really like evened out my skin tone. I used to have a lot of redness from old acne scars and a lot of indentations. And the interesting thing is that hyaluronic acid is what they use to put fillers in those wrinkles and under eye bags. And it also is what they use as fillers for acne scars. So I almost got that before, but I never ended up doing it. But, you know, aesthetic offices will actually, they'll get you a hyaluronic acid vial, which are, by the way, like $500. And, you know, they'll fill it into like little pocks that you might have with acne scars, or into the lips, into any kind of like little wrinkles on the face. And it's hyaluronic acid. And that's actually what is in our drink. So it's collagen, hyaluronic acid, and chondroitin. And one thing I learned in pharma is how important it is to have the clinical dosages of things. So we always looked at dosages and bioavailability and half-lives. Now, for an average person, you might not even understand what that means. But bioavailability means like how does your body absorb it? Where does it go in your body? And this product, I was impressed because it's a sublingual delivery. So you can put just a tablespoon under your tongue and let it soak in, and it's going into your body, into the bloodstream right away. A lot of medications out there, they actually have to be processed through the liver and kidneys, and that can really affect people over long term if they take a lot of medicines. And even some of these powders and pills, they have to also be processed through the kidneys and liver. And so that can produce more toxicity in your body, actually. So I was impressed by that. And the fact that the collagen molecule, like I actually brought it to some of the doctors that I worked with, and they said to me, oh my gosh, don't you know that collagen is too big to be absorbed in the cells? You know, it doesn't work. And so I came back to David and I was like, how do I answer this question? And I learned about the molecule, that the molecule is, you know, if you look at the molecule, it's one molecule that has about 65% chondroitin and what is it, about 20%, sorry, 65% collagen, type 2 mostly, and then about 20% chondroitin, and then the rest hyaluronic acid. And so that is why it's actually able to absorb, because you have this mixed molecule. It's not just collagen. So that's a little science stuff, but I was pretty impressed by that. And also when my doctor was asking me about, you know, if it's really going to work, he asked me about the gut acid. He said, oh, don't you know supplements don't really work because the gut acid just eats it all up. And then I explained to him how it has this sublingual delivery and it goes right in. It doesn't have to go through the gut. And he was really impressed by that. So my goal had been to, you know, I was working in pharmaceutical sales. I really wanted to quit my job. I started getting more into this natural health space. And I really wanted to, you know, just be home with my kids. And I looked at the opportunity as if like I could promote this drug for the rest of my life or for the next 20 years. And at the end of the day, you know, if I quit, they have made millions of dollars and I make nothing. And if I can take something like Biocell and promote that and build a little business with it, you know, that's going to pay me off for the rest of my life. And that was very appealing. So during these times where the business was a little bit difficult, that really got me through. And I was just really passionate about the product because I don't want to just sell anything. But when I learned about the benefits, I was really sold. So my then husband at the time actually had some knee problems, and he never really complained about it. So I didn't really know. And he actually had, you know, he rode his bike a lot, mountain biking, and I guess it was bothering him. So he didn't tell me this, but he was very eager for me to buy the product. And I thought that was interesting. And it was because he wanted to try it himself. And within a week, he actually started feeling better. And he couldn't even believe it. I remember him saying, like, it must be a placebo effect. Like, I don't really believe it could work this fast. I feel stupid even thinking it could work this fast. But then about a month in, they went on this big mountain biking trip with him and a bunch of guy friends, and he just crushed it all weekend. And he kind of beat all his personal records because he felt so good. And that to me was like really impressive, because prior to that, I was a little nervous to talk to people about it. I was like, does this really work? You know, is it really that different? So then I brought it to another friend who told me about her knees, and she was actually about to have a knee replacement, and she also had a lot of wrinkles, very, very indented wrinkles, which I call it, hey David, I call that like a hyaluronic acid deficiency. You know, what happens as you age is, you know, you go from looking like a grape, or, you know, into looking like a prune. And some people have that more than others. And what that really is that's the hyaluronic acid deficiency. When you see someone that has a lot of wrinkles, a lot of indentedness, it's really like they're dehydrated. And so I was really curious for her to try it out, not just for her knees, but also for her skin. And she had just the most phenomenal results. So I have some of that in this PowerPoint presentation I'll show you guys. So those are my kind of first couple experiences. And I started bringing it into a lot of the nurses and medical professionals that I was friends with and telling them about it. And then I even started going into some med spas. And I would actually bring in like a cooler in my car when I went to work. And I would go in and give them like collagen shots and show them the before and afters. And they were all just so amazed and impressed by it. So, you know, it's really unique to have a clinical grade product, you know, sold in this format where it's a direct sales type of sale. So I'm going to pull up this PowerPoint and see what we got here and look at these comments. So I see Jennifer, she felt the same about her ankle. Yeah, it went from hurting every day to hurting to not hurting after just 3 weeks. So that's awesome. And thanks, Teresa. Hey, Justine. So yeah, feel free to ask questions. I want to pull up this presentation. Hold on. Bear with me, please. 1 second. I had to switch computers because I forgot that I don't have PowerPoint on my other computer. Let me see. And I have some visuals here to show you, just kind of to explain a little bit of difference with the different collagens that are out there. And, you know, some of the misinformation. So let me show you this. All right, here we go. Okay, guys, so here is a presentation I put together on collagen supplements. Play. I'll try to make it brief. So, guys, you know, collagen is a really big market right now because there is an obsession to stay young. You can actually see the industry trends as we go into 2030, and this is really because of all of the people that are aging. You know, the baby boomer generation, with it, there's 10,000 people a day turning 65. So for the next 10 years. So it's huge. People want to look young. They want to feel young. And that is why you have a lot of, you know, potential shadiness in the collagen industry. So it's expected to reach $6.63 billion by 2023. And I don't know about you, but I don't like to waste money on things that don't work. So buyer beware. You know, there's some information you need to know about these different collagens. So most of them you see are powders. You're going to get about a 10% absorption versus 98%. You also need to look at the source. What's it made of? So let's talk a little bit about this. Do they really work? That's a question. If you look on the online and Google it, you'll find a lot of things that say it doesn't even work. It's the same as chicken soup. And is your collagen supplement really working? You can see here, this is like some gross pig cartilage here. So what are they actually using? So the skeptics are actually right, because most collagen supplements don't actually deliver collagen. There's a lot of different types of collagen out there, more than 16. Type 1, type 3, type 2 are most often used, if there's a typo in there. And the source really matters. You know, is it marine, bovine, chicken, plant? All of the above. Sometimes they mix them all together. And, you know, some of them, like marine collagen, is actually can be too small to absorb. It can just go right through your cells. whereas the bovine is too big and it's just going to go right through you like a watermelon seed. And then the liquid or powder or pill, that delivery really matters. And digestion, does it go into the gut and destroy it? And so there's a lot of benefits. You might hear about collagen and hair health. That's more of a type 1, type 2. Collagen and hair is like a type 1 and type 3. Collagen that helps with that, but also type 2. And the skin as well. But there's a lot of things that lead to collagen damage that you might not know about. So as we get older, we actually lose a lot of the collagen that we produce. And some other factors can come in that will make you lose your collagen faster. So high sugar consumption. Well, you all know how much sugar people eat in America and the world, right? Too much. So it's not uncommon that people are having too much sugar, which is destroying their collagen levels. It interferes with your body's ability to repair itself. It actually can damage your collagen cells, make them dry, brittle, and weak. Smoking, so chemicals found in tobacco, can damage that collagen and elastin. So people that smoke, they look older faster. It decreases the nutrients and oxygen to the skin. Sunlight has a big impact and causes the collagen breakdown. And then autoimmune diseases. So a lot of people that have autoimmune diseases will complain about their joint discomfort, and that is why. It's because it actually is destroying their collagen. So what we know is our product is a liquid collagen. It is clinically proven with 7 U.S. and international patents, and it is scientifically tested in multiple clinical studies. So why the liquid versus the pill? You actually can see here, like I talked about earlier, 65% of the hydrolyzed collagen in this molecule, one single molecule. Then the 10% hyaluronic acid, 20% chondroitin. And if you're like taking a pill or powder, it's that 10% absorption versus the 98%. So it's not just a matter of, taking 10 times more to try to get to 100%. No matter what you're going to take, you're not going to get to 98%. So they did some clinical studies. They found that 90% of the subjects in the study had an average of 40% improvement. And that's really fantastic. So I was in pharmaceutical sales, and it would be amazing if you had a 23% improvement in that population. So 40% is phenomenal. And they did do the double-blind placebo control study, which is what is expected for FDA-approved drugs. Now, you may not know it, but FDA doesn't approve proven safe and natural supplements for FDA approval. So it's really not a necessary process. That's mostly if you want to get something covered by the government. Medicaid is why people actually go and why companies get FDA approvals on things. So this is the collagen. It actually mirrors the joint's composition. So the body actually accepts it, knows what it's doing, knows what to do with it. I'm getting calls right now. So I hope this is interesting to you guys. So it does help with joint mobility, performance. HA and collagen are chief components of healthy connective tissue. Helps with that, in the joints, the lubrication, comfort, mobility, and the joint function. It's going to help with that, just reducing that discomfort. Helps with physical performance. So a lot of professional athletes, teen athletes use this. It really helps with the cartilage and connective tissue. And then for skin, hydration, tissue repair, youthful appearance. Who wants to look younger? Like everybody, right? So this actually shows you, as you're a child, as you're growing, you have to have increasing levels of collagen. That's actually what helps your bones grow, helps you get taller. But the hyaluronic acid is the most when you're a baby. Your skin, the baby's skin is so plump, it's soft, and that's really the hyaluronic acid there. So this shows you how this happens, as we age. The HA levels go down from your birth, and then the collagen levels go up until you're about, 21 or so, and then they start to go down. You go from that beautiful grape to a prune. Sad but true. So it does, when you take this collagen and supplement, get those levels back up, it helps reduce those wrinkles from the inside out without those injections. It helps to lift that sagging skin without surgery, eliminate dryness without the moisturizer. And actually, my favorite is that it gets rid of the enzyme that makes your skin age in the first place. So this shows you here how your skin looks. The hyaluronic acid increased by 6,000% in 28 days. That's why if you have anyone that has a lot of deep wrinkles, they're actually going to see results in those 28 days. It's really important to get your before and after photos. Decreases the dryness completely, and this was over 12 weeks. And then it reduces the enzyme hyaluronidase that actually makes your skin age. So that's what I said. So that's why you'll see people that have been taking it for 5 years, 7 years, 10 years, and they literally don't age and they look even better. So, and I like that. So here's some real before and afters from the clinical studies. Look at that. It's amazing. And her neck. And you can see that she just looks like about 10 years younger, huh? And this is Thera. She's amazing. I've actually met her. This was over a 6-month period. And this is my friend Debbie, who is my first customer outside of my family. And you can see her results were amazing. So she got it for her knees, but really she saw the improvement, you know, with her skin tightening. And she still uses it. And this is Patty here. So, you know, Botox, 4-week results, her hair got to regrow. You know, she actually had dry eyes and her eye health has improved a lot. I have a lot of testimonials like that. If you know anyone that has dry eyes, it does not cure dry eye disease, but it just can help if they have some, you know, dehydration in their eyes and help with her joint mobility. So here's some more for the under eye bag. So like I said, this was like the main reason that I wanted it, and it does work over and over again. So Liquid Biocell does support the joints, skin, eyes, hair, gums, and nails. And like I mentioned with eye health, you know, your eyes are mostly made of hyaluronic acid, like 90%. And so it really does help, and as well as the collagen. So we even hear people of, you know, not having the floaters and that type of thing anymore. Helps with nourishing the dermal layers of the scalp for healthy hair. These are actually study results. I don't even think these were expected. They just happened. So it's pretty amazing. And this has happened several times with our customers here. It can help with your gums, gum health and gingival fibers, nails, cuticles. And like I said, it has 7 US and international patents. And so these are all the things that made me really interested to learn about this product, you know, as someone who's in pharma, because I think what I learned in pharma is that a lot of the products used, even for joints, like they have a lot of scary side effects. And if you can use something that's all natural and has won these awards like the best bone and joint health ingredient in the world, that's very intriguing. Best joint health supplement. And these awards, they can't be bought. These are real industry awards. So it's really important to know that. And I know David went through the lines last week, so I won't spend too much time on this, but the Life is our main one with the resveratrol, 13 antioxidants. Skin has some different ingredients here. You can see ceramides, vitamin C, bamboo extract, green tea, grapeseed extract, and the antioxidants. And then the Sport has the branched chain aminos, L-carnitine, rhodiola astragalus extracts. So this is really good for those professional athletes that are working out every day. And then the Pure is more for people that, you know, they're on different medications. They don't want it to interfere with or have allergies to fruits or maybe diabetics. So yeah, this is, and we have it obviously for pets and horses as well. So really incredible product here. And let's see if I can see if there's any questions here. Anybody? Wow. Yeah, we have some before and afters here. I'm just looking if you guys have any questions that I can see. Oh, I can't see them all. Let me see if I can pull it up on my phone here. Hold on 1 second. You can log in. All right, I don't see any questions in here. So guys, I hope this was helpful. And if you do have any questions, then I would say get back to the person who invited you. I can go through. Let's see. Yeah, and if any of you guys want a copy of this PowerPoint, let me know. I'll be happy to share it with you. So thanks for watching, guys, and tuning in. I don't seem to have any questions here. Teresa says it changed her dog's life. That's so awesome. My 80-year-old mother needs this. Any before and afters to download. Yeah, we can send you those. I know my mother takes it as well. And the interesting thing too is that my mother actually stopped taking it for a while. She, you know, like elderly people, she's on a budget. And so she actually, you know, didn't know if it was helping that much. So she got off of it and she's found herself limping again and didn't realize how much it was working. So she got back on it and she's doing much better. So it's one of those things that when you have the absence of pain, sometimes you don't realize it's working, but then if you stop, you know, it's kind of like, one question people ask a lot is, you know, do I have to take this for the rest of my life? And the one thing I'll tell you is that the first 90 days are like a loading dose. In those 90 days, you actually replace about 6 years of collagen loss because you lose about 1% of collagen per year, starting around like 21 to 25 or so. And so 1% per year. So think about that. You know, in 20 years, you're lost over 20% of your collagen. That's maybe by the time you're 40 or 45. So within 12 weeks, that increased by 6%. That's 6 years in reverse. So, you know, if you take a little less, or if you gradually stop taking it, it's not going to go down like right away, but it is going to slowly go back down because your body isn't getting the collagen replenished. And also the liquid collagen helps your body to stimulate, to actually produce more collagen on its own. So that's also really helpful. And so it's kind of like the gym, you know, it's like if you're working out and you stop working out, you're going to lose your fitness results. So think of it like that, guys. It's like anything. It's like any vitamin. If you take vitamin D, really good for your immune system, you have to keep taking it or go outside and get some. So it is definitely important to stay on the product. And so I always recommend, even if you have to take a smaller amount of it to afford it, I would say taking some is better than taking none. And more is better. And they did optimize the dosage as well, which is important because they actually did a study that thought this was interesting. They did a study giving like just 1 tablespoon a day, 2 tablespoons a day, which is recommended. So 1 in the morning and 1 in the night, about 12 hours apart. It's a 12-hour half-life. That means basically works for 12 hours and then you need another dose. And then they actually gave like essentially 3 tablespoons a day. And there was no significant difference when they went up to the 3 per day. So they do know that that right dose was those 2 per day. So just to cover that. So I think that's all for the questions now. And also you can feel free to ask any questions, you know, on this thread later for answers. So thanks so much for tuning in, guys. I really appreciate it and have a great night. Bye.